Hi everybody, welcome to day 4 of our 12 days of winter. So today I thought we could talk about what animals do in the winter in order to survive. So you and I, we live in houses, and in order to stay warm so that we can live through the really cold winters, we do things like light fires in our fireplaces or outside. We usually have heating in our houses. We're very lucky. We eat warm food like soups and stews and tea and hot chocolate. We wear coats and lots of sweaters and warm socks and boots. We have blankets at home usually that we can cuddle under. So humans have lots of different ways that they have adapted in order to survive through the winter. Now animals, so there's 3 words that you can use to describe what animals do. So there's adapt, which is humans, we are animals, that's something that we do, and there's lots of other animals that adapt in the winter to their surroundings. Some animals migrate. You've probably heard like birds, they'll fly south where it's warmer. And some animals hibernate. So bears, that's a very common one. They will go into a very, very deep sleep where their breathing slows down and their heart rate slows down. Everything slows down in order to conserve that energy and to keep them warm and alive through a very long winter. So some interesting ones that I found were that we could talk about. So there's certain types of frogs, such as the Alaskan wood frog, and I think just wood frogs in general, and they can actually just allow the majority of their body to freeze. So they become little frogsicles. And what happens is it slows, again, their breathing slows right down, and even if their lungs, if they're not breathing through their mouth, they can breathe through their skin, and that allows their body to conserve all the energy. And then as it starts to warm up in the spring, they thaw and off they go. They're good. Squirrels, so I'm sure we see squirrels all the time in our backyards and everywhere. So they have that really long bushy tail. And what they do is they almost use it like a blanket, and they can wrap it around themselves, and it will help keep all that body warmth in and all the cold out. And then the tail will actually, the blood will stop flowing to the tail, and it'll stay in their bodies, which helps keep them warm. And then bees, don't see very many bees during the winter, and that's because they are keeping their queen alive. So what honeybees will do is they'll cluster around the queen bee, and then they almost shiver. All of them, they shiver, shiver, shiver. And that vibration of their wing muscles is what, it's like a constant motion. So it'll raise the air temperature within their hive, and this will keep their queen nice and toasty. And in order to make sure that they have lots of energy to do this, because obviously that motion uses energy, so they have to be eating something, and they eat the honey that they've produced all summer. Pretty cool. Bees are amazing little creatures. And whales. So whales are not really something I thought of when I thought of animals in the winter. But whales have a layer of blubber on them, and that layer can be about up to 12 inches thick, so like a foot. I think that's about a foot. So very, very, very thick. And the blubber, it's like a fat. It keeps the cold out and the warmth in. And they can also store energy in that blubber, which allows them to swim for long distances without having to eat a lot. So that's interesting. That's kind of like us putting on our big winter coat, right? It insulates us, it keeps all our body warmth in, and tries to keep the cold Kincardine winds out. So I thought we could do a little experiment. Not really looking forward to this. So I have very cold ice water, ice cubes, cold water in my fridge. So it's freezing. So I'm gonna put my hand in with nothing on, just my skin, okay? Ah, that's very cold. It's almost burning. Okay, it's cold. So this is something, again, you can do at home so that you can experience the fun for yourself. All right. And then in this little bag, I have lard. So Crisco, Tender Flake, whatever. It's a like rendered fat, manufactured. Your mom, if she bakes, dad, if he bakes, grandma, grandpa, whoever, might have some of this to make pies. So what I'm going to do, oh no, I should take that off. I'm going to smear this on my hand. Ew. This is a messy one. Okay, see if I have enough of it that I can smear it all over. Try and cover your skin. Okay, so then this is acting like a layer of fat or blubber, whatever. And let's see if it really works and if it will keep, that freezing cold water off of me. I think I have most of my, look at that, splat. Ew, this is gross. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's cool. So some of my skin is still showing, and so I can feel it. But anywhere where, yeah, the lard is, I honestly don't feel anything. Starting to feel a little bit now, but it is by no means, it's very comfortable in there. So that's pretty cool. So imagine you were covered in a layer of this stuff, this thick. That cold water, it wouldn't even bother you. All right, so if you decide to do that experiment, make sure you have mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, babysitter, whoever, make sure you have their permission to use that much lard, and so that you don't make a big mess. But you could take a picture or a video of yourself doing it and what you think, and tag Bruce County Public Library. All right. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on day 5 already of the 12 days of winter. Bye, guys.